Is it just like what goes in a spreadsheet, or are we concerned about people who make professions actually staying, with their faith, maintaining their faith and growing? Do we want them believers just now, when we can record their response, or do we want them 20 years from now?
Okay, but what about all that matters is souls. So when we get together on Sunday, it's just, we preach about Jesus. All that matters is heaven and hell and getting decisions. What about that?
Well, I'd sure like to know that we can keep them. Is it just about a number tally? I mean, I can get you an abacus for Christmas if you just like to tally things, okay?
Right.
Is it just like what goes in a spreadsheet, or are we concerned about people who make professions actually staying, with their faith, maintaining their faith and growing? Do we want them believers just now, when we can record their response, or do we want them 20 years from now?
Yes. And just imaging God and modeling what we see in Scripture, yes, when it comes to discipleship, making disciples,
it's a very short-sighted thing to think, okay, what matters is, I preach the simple gospel message and people believe it. If you have an attrition rate of even 10%, 10% just bag it, okay, because they run into quite, they have, you don't teach them anything and they just lose their faith. Every one of those 10% is going to have a circle of friends and family. And they're going to relate why they're not Christians to those people. And they're also going to relate why they're not a Christian to people who are Christians. And then they get to plant the seeds of doubt. My point is that you don't really know what you're sowing through the willful decision to at least not try to teach your people Scripture. And that doesn't mean you have to know everything. Nobody knows everything. But if your people are in an environment in your church where they know you're not afraid to tackle hard passages, you're not afraid to bring up difficult questions, when they do get their cage rattled by something on the History Channel, they know that you will get to that. You will help them.
That's good.
Rather than I just got no place to go because my pastor's not going to touch this. Then what are they supposed to do?